I'm reporting from the 2016 IAB Annual Leadership Meeting in Palm Desert, California. We've just wrapped up our town hall forums, which are intimate opportunities for our members and attendees to get together and debate and discuss the most pressing issues facing the industry. And they're not just discussions, they help us set the agenda for the coming year. Let's hear what they had to say about fraud, piracy, and everything in between.
Hi, I'm Steve Guenther with the Alliance for Audited Media, and we just wrapped up a town hall dealing with ad fraud, piracy, transparency, and everything in between.
And I'm Ted Boyd, CEO of Sandbox Advertising and a director at AAM, and found it very interesting on a couple of different levels in terms of the conversation this year.
I think one of the things, Ted, that I took away from the conversation is we've set the stage to make some good progress towards these key issues. With TAG coming on board at the end of 2014 and really setting the stage in 2015, I think we're now prepared to really address this issue going forward. Also with the recent release of the MRC IVT guidelines in late 2015, I think that really sets the stage for really all participants in the digital advertising supply chain to really come to the table and participate in the problem.
Yeah, I agree, Steve. I mean, I remember for me, one of the biggest pieces of the first conversation around this topic last year at the IAB Leadership Conference were the comments by Bob Leodis of the ANA when he said, "I'm mad as hell and I'm not going to take it anymore," on behalf of his members. And this year, I think I could say, I think you'd probably agree with me, with confidence that the level of knowledge in the room and the passion in the room attached to trying to solve these problems has really picked up quite a lot of steam.
Yeah, I would agree. I think the room was more engaged. I think more informed about the issues, and I think, you know, again, setting the table for an effective program in 2016 to really combat the issues. TAG, you know, one of the key issues here is to get registered. By registering with TAG, you now become part of the solution. And that's really a key step to participate in any of the TAG programs. With respect to the various actors or various players in the industry, it's really critical to know who you're dealing with. Whether you're an agency and you're dealing with accredited vendors, or if you're an SSP or a DSP, that you're dealing with accredited vendors. So it's really, everybody needs to know really who they're dealing with and who their partners are.
I think that's such a great point. I mean, there have been a lot of conversations over the past year about whether it's a competitive advantage as an agency or an advertiser or a vendor, whatever your place in the ecosystem, to get certified or to be a little better informed than your colleagues. The reality is all of us have to participate in this. Everyone is going to be responsible for fixing this problem, and if we don't all do it together, we're likely to continue to be fighting this for far longer than we have to.
Absolutely, and I think, you know, while it might be a cliche, you know, you're only as strong as your weakest link, I think is really, you know, appropriate in this space, because everybody has a responsibility to address the issues that we're facing, whether it's pirated content, which really kind of is where the ball starts, to malware, to ad fraud. You know, everyone has a role and really needs to be involved in the process.
So 3 things that our viewers could do to make their lives better when it comes to fraud, transparency, and piracy.
Well, the first one is critical from my perspective, and that's just to make sure that you know who you're dealing with. Publishers, advertisers, their agencies, the ad tech vendors, all need to go through a vetting process, and you need to make sure that you're dealing with legitimate companies. I think it's really critical to get involved with TAG. Get tagged as you can, so you are, you know, participating in the process. And then lastly, really make sure that you're working with accredited or certified vendors. At the end of the day, you want to make sure that they implement the appropriate IVT guidelines to ensure that the measurements that they're reporting back out include only valid traffic and exclude all the bad stuff that's out there.
So you heard it here from Steve Guenther. This is what you need to do. Let's all do it. See you next year. Thank you.